Hello, Steve White, Steve RC9. Well, the numbers are in for the box office for The Joker 2 for their due, and it's no laughing matter. Okay, so the first film cost about $60 million. It got about 90 something million in the opening weekend and went on to make $1 billion, despite all the politics and drama and name calling and fan criticisms and everything. It was a huge drama at the time, and somehow the film went on to make $1 billion, and Joaquin Phoenix got an Oscar. Now, this film, it cost around 190, $200 million before promotion, and it was projected to make 50 million. So it's cost more than twice the amount and making half as much box office. So that was already bad, and it looked pretty bad to start off with. I think it made 7 million in like the previews in the first day, and then like another 20 million or so. And I was going to do a video at that point actually, because I thought it only made 20 million, but that was just for like a couple of days. But the sort of final sort of numbers are in. They're still estimated for the Sunday, I think, but the final numbers are in, and it made 39 million, maybe less. I don't think it's going to get to 40. People are saying it's actually probably going to be lower. But yeah, so it made 10 million less than the estimate, which was around half of what the first film made. So it's cost more than twice as much, and it's made less than half as much. So it's looking bad. Everyone is dogpiling this film. Everyone's attacking it. I understand why. And there's a lot of conspiracy theories as to why Todd Phillips made some of the choices that he made. They sound a bit crazy, but I actually think they might be right for a change. It looks like to me, the first film was meant to be like a criticism of the system and, the way we treated mental health in the past, but also, like a criticism of, people who, are violent and the hero worship and that, and the idea that the Joker wasn't some, hero or anti-hero, that he was just a damaged man, and I think he was embraced as a hero. And I think part of the reason why the film did so well, a lot of people saw it for the right reasons, but a lot of people saw it for the wrong reasons. They just wanted to see the Joker, and they wanted a sequel because they wanted to see the Joker basically, because the first film, it's him becoming the Joker. They wanted now for him to be the Joker and go off and escape Arkham Asylum and run amok and, basically go on a crime spree. And the idea of him and Harley Quinn hooking up together and going on a crime spree was what fans wanted, basically, and what we expected to see. Now, what they could have done was had a second film like that, and done a third film where they get caught and go to, trial and everything. And they could have done an interesting trilogy, and we could have had everything we wanted. We could have seen the birth of the Joker running wild, and then the end of the Joker, the punishment of the Joker sort of being taken apart and everything. But we just got the end. So we got the build up and the come down, and we didn't actually have the main sort of show. And I think what happened was the film made $1 billion, and they said, "Look, we want another Joker film." And he said, "No, it's not. It's meant to be one film. It's not meant to be a trilogy or a sequel or a series. This guy's not a hero. He's not a superhero. There isn't going to be a series of this guy going on adventures and committing crimes. No." So I said, "Well, we'll make it without you then, because we want to make the money." And I think he said, "Okay, then I'll make the film for you." I think he just took the big paycheck and said, "I'm going to just destroy this. I'm going to make sure no one who enjoyed the first film who wasn't supposed to is going to be able to watch this film and get anything they want." I think he did that deliberately. I think he deliberately sabotaged the film and destroyed the film because he didn't want it to become a series and his Joker to become this superhero, anti-hero, whatever. And he looked at the audience, the viewers who loved this film, and embraced the Joker as like a hero, as a bunch of incels. And the film is basically done as a criticism of them. Now, this is obvious right away with the two main choices that shocked everyone. Lady Gaga being cast as Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn was supposed to be this fun, sexy, girlfriend of the Joker. Like Margot Robbie played the character, although she resented playing it that way, but that's how she played it, because that's how it was written. Casting Lady Gaga, who's a real left-wing leaning celebrity and is a victim of that sort of assault, who's a victim who speaks out against that and mental illness. She was never going to play Harley Quinn that way. You were not going to, the incels were not going to be able to enjoy this Harley Quinn from the beginning. And then when they announced it was going to be a musical, they really wanted to make sure it was something that these guys didn't want or would not enjoy. And yeah, apparently everything's wrong. Everything's wrong. The musical numbers don't work, and it's not actually a musical, but the musical numbers don't work for the story. Lady Gaga's character is minimal. She is two-dimensional. She's just like a villain. She's a stereotype of what these incels think women are, so it just plays to the negative thing, which is just people have been saying he should have had a woman write the character because he can't write women, and it's just been a total disaster on every level, and it's not going to make money. Now, internationally, I think it made about 80 million, so it's made about 120 all up, but the international box office is not going to save this. It's probably just because the word of mouth hadn't quite spread that far yet, and it's not going to have repeat viewing. It's not going to have the success the first film did. And yeah, I think Todd Phillips basically sabotaged this film rather than see someone else take it over and turn the Joker into a hero and make a film for all these incels and toxic fans that he hated so much that he resented for hijacking his film about more serious issues. I think that's what happened. So yeah, it's a bit surreal, but I think that's how this has played out, and that's just what's happening, and it's just wow. I really wish he'd just stepped aside and said, that I can't, no, and let someone else do it and give the fans what they wanted with some accountability, where, you know, at some point the Joker does get caught and does get stopped, but we get to actually see him just be the Joker for a bit and have a bit of duality where we see that society created him, but then society kind of had to suffer for that a bit, and then he sort of had to be, you know, put back in his place. So that would have worked, but instead it's just totally dismantling, destroying, and literally at the end of the film, they kill the Joker. So there is no sequel. This is not going to be a series of films where Joaquin Phoenix plays the Joker and we get to see the Joker being the Joker. No, dismantled, taken apart, killed. The end. Over budget. No, underperforming. There's not going to be a Joker 3. The end. Todd Phillips killed this. Whether he meant to or not is unclear, but yeah, he has killed this film in every way he could have. And Gaga, this was a misfire because House of Gucci didn't do well. She was getting wrecked over the coals for it, and she needed a hit, and this looked like a surefire hit. So she signed up, purely a cold calculating move. I'm sure she didn't care about the character, didn't want to do it, but it's just like $1 billion film, Joaquin Phoenix, Oscar winning for the role before, it's going to be a hit. They told her, yeah, we're going to do musical numbers, and yeah, I think they kind of used her. And now she's sort of copying Madonna again, where Madonna had a big hit with Just for Seeking Susan, and then Shanghai Surprise was a disaster, and Who's That Girl, which was a good film, didn't go well, and those two films together, both flopping, basically ruined her career, and she never recovered. And looks like Lady Gaga's copied Madonna again, because these two films back to back going as badly as they have, I think that's going to tank her career, because I don't think she's a good actress anyway. I didn't like her in A Star Is Born. They were just regurgitating the Barbra Streisand version, whereas the other A Star Is Born, each time they did it, it would be a different take on Hollywood. Like the first film was about a theatre actor, the second film was about a film actor, and the third film was about a rock star. And instead of doing maybe a YouTuber or an influencer or something for this era, they just went back and redid the first film, because all Lady Gaga really could do is copy people, as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah, so I didn't think she was that good in it anyway. I don't know how it was so well received. When I was watching it, the people in the audience were cringing and yelling at the screen and just left being like, what was that? And I couldn't stand it. Like, yep. So, yep, the film is going to flop. It is flopping. It's a disaster, and I think it was designed that way. I think it was born that way. I think it was meant to be a disaster, and Gaga's career may not recover, and I'm fine with that, because I don't think she's that great an actress and doesn't really deserve a big film career. I'm surprised it's done as well as it has, and it just would be fitting that she would copy Madonna again by having a film career that failed. So I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the Joker film, and the conspiracy theories about why the film was so bad, and was this deliberate sabotage of a franchise, or was it just a succession of baffling mistakes that apparently no one alerted the director to as he walked into them over and over again. That seems less likely than that he decided to take the paycheck and take the Joker down. But I'm going to go because I've been talking for 10 minutes. This is supposed to be a 5-minute quick review about the box office, but it ended up being more of a review of the actual film and what I'm hearing from all the reviews and critics. I probably watched more reviews about this film than I have for any other film, so it's a thing.